Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the Thursday, October 5th, the AM Silver Bullet. So before this session starts, we see that we took out this liquidity right here. Okay, just going to give you some narrative here. And then we have go over here, we have a market structure shift here. And why am I using this one? Well, this is a 5-minute market structure shift, and I'm going to show you that in a second. So I'm using a higher time frame on this. So if I wanted with this would be the 1 minute market structure shift. This is the 5-minute. Okay. This is still the 10 o'clock hours over here. So we're still going over here, and we see here's another market structure shift, right? If we pull a fib, I'm going to show you that. Let's show you the 5-minute right now. 5-minute. Okay. There's that buy side liquidity being taken. There's the market structure shift on the 5-minute. Okay, then here's a market structure shift on the 5-minute as well that we just had. When I come back down to the 1-minute, that's what these are right here. This is the 5-minute market structure shifts. Okay, so yeah, I use higher time frame. I have a 5-minute chart on my screen as I'm trading, so I'm marking things off. Could I use this for a market structure shift? Sure. Usually I do, but narrative here, I'm looking at, hey, what's my narrative? My narrative is I'm bearish. Why did it come up all the way back up here? Well, if you pull the fib from high to low, the candle body is really close to optimal trade entry up here, the high side. It does go a little bit through it. I don't really like that it came through it, but it's very close, and then it came back down. So where did it go? It came up, filled in this fair value gap right here. There's a 5-minute fair value gap right here. 5-minute fair value gap right in here. Order block right here. I mean, that's what it came into. You don't really see it that great on the 1-minute, but that's some higher time frame narrative. So now we're looking, when this starts, we're bearish. So let's put some things on the chart. What's our drawn liquidity, right? That's what we need to find. So this is the AM session. So let's throw Asia on there. Let's see where Asia's at. Asia obviously has been taken, right? Taken right here. Asia low is taken right there. So Asia is done. London. London was taken here. London high up here. London is done. New York Killzone. It's not even in this range here. We're still in the kill zone, so it's not actually started here. Actually, I need to do 1 minute here on the 1-minute chart. There's your kill zone. Right there. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's put these back up here. There's your kill zone. New York kill zone has not been taken out higher. There's your high and low, so we'll leave those on the chart. And let's see here. Let's go back. Let's see the New York lunch from yesterday. New York lunch was taken and taken, so we're taking those off. Now let's go with PM sell side. PM sell side has not been taken, and sell side's up here, buy side. So let's remove that. Okay. So I just went through the Kraken Silver Bullet indicator and show you what liquidity is still left and what hasn't been taken. So we're about ready to take out the New York kill zone right here. Candle by candle. Let's do this. Okay, so there you go. Take out that right there. We'd want this high to be taken out for a market structure shift. All right. So for me, I'm still looking like I still like this better because if I take this out, I have to go all the way up here for this, and it took out this, it took out the daily high right now. So major liquidity just took out the New York Killzone area here. I still think we're closer to the PM side, south side, than we are obviously the New York Killzone or the previous day high. So I'm still favoring shorts at the moment. So if I pull a fib, we have fair value gaps there and there. I still optimal trade entry in here. If it comes up here, I'm not looking at this as a market structure shift to go long at the moment. I'm looking still down here because I'd still like to target down here. I'm still favoring shorts. Even though it just took this liquidity right here, it just took this short-term high right here. Didn't take out this here. I think there's going to be a pullback into hopefully up to the optimal trade entry and down here. I still want to see this taken at the moment. That's what I'm kind of gunning for. With two fair value gaps, I got to see this one getting tapped into. Now, if it breaks this, ideally, if it breaks this high right here, then I'm aiming for these right here. This is more of a higher swing point than here is. That's an intermediate term high versus just a swing low, or swing high rather. So I'd really like to see this taken. So ideal if it stops over here, I'm taking a short. If it goes right through it, then I'm really looking for structure to go long. It's kind of what I'm thinking. That's where my head's at right now as I'm looking at this price action. Oh, that would have been good, but that would not have taken us in the trade. Oh, maybe I missed it. All right, that would have gotten us in the trade. So I'm gonna sell too here because that would have gotten us in right there. And so reduce this to 1. Sell. Let's do a short position here. That's where we would have gotten in. 5 handles doesn't quite get us above the stop there, and I'm aiming for the previous PM session low. So partial will be down here. So I need to see where it's going to happen here. That's close. All right, I'm going to take a partial there. I'm looking at it from my side, not from here. I'm looking at it from here to here. That's probably close to 60%. So I'm going to buy one right there. Put my trailing stop on here. Trailing stop right here. 1 tick above. We got 1 fair value gap. 2 fair value gaps. If we get another fair value gap, I would definitely be lowering my stop even further. Okay, flatten there. All right, let's just see how the rest of the hour plays out. Sorry if you hear a dog barking in the background. Neighbor's dog is annoying. All right, let's take the fib off. Let's take our long off. All right, so here's what we have. We came to the silver bullet hour and we looked back and we saw that buy side was taken. We had a 5-minute market structure shift. We came up, we had basically optimal trade entry here, and it came back down, another 5-minute market structure shift. So we're definitely bearish, right? Now it did take out the kill zone. So we're looking, okay, well, if it took out a kill zone, a session low, we would look target the other side. 100% correct. At this point, when it took this out, where would your swing point be? Your market structure shift would need to be here, right here, right? It doesn't trade back into that, so we're still bearish, right? So price comes up, and even though it takes out this high right here, this swing high here, we pulled our fib from here to here, and we got optimal trade entry over here. And as I said, if when we were trading, this is the thing to think about when you're trading optimal trade entry. When you trade optimal trade entry, more than likely, it would have been a quote market structure shift to go the opposite direction when by the time it hits optimal trade entry. So like this entry right here is optimal trade entry. It took out this swing high right here. Let me zoom in here. This swing high, which is the swing high that created the low. That is a market structure shift, correct? But our narrative is we are bearish. We're aiming for this low down here, right? And so if it traded through, we're entering an optimal trade entry, and we're assuming it's going to go back down to take out our entry, which is exactly what it did. If it would have violated optimal trade entry and broke this high, then I would have looked for structure to go long and gotten aimed for the New York Killzone high in the previous day high. That's the narrative here. Just because there's a market structure shift doesn't mean I'm flipping my narrative that quick. I want to see structure play out a little bit more. And here, I liked optimal trade entry. We had two fair value gaps. This one was respected right here. It gets violated here, but just barely. This one never really gets tapped into other than just a wick. So it's obviously holding down price, right? You also have, if you really wanted to slice and dice it, you have, we have a fair value gap right here. That becomes an inversion fair value gap, and that's what it hits into as well. Right there, you have an inversion fair value gap right here. Holding it out that way so you can actually see it. So there's a lot of reasons why I'm still aiming to go short, and when you have the fib on there, there's optimal trade entry. So that's why we took the trade right there. We aimed for the PM session low, and we got it. We ended up with a good trade. That was the narrative. So that's the AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, October 5th.